Hello and welcome, dear viewer, to my channel. Today in our video, I will tell you what stories people have sent me in the mail. How to get over my boyfriend abandoning me. I got into a toxic relationship a year ago. I'm 25, good-looking, well-educated, and always try to make great efforts both at work and in life. I used to be stubborn, never fell blindly in love, and would pull out of a relationship if my partner was not fit. But when I expected and treasured a relationship too much, all I got was pain. Since I'm not young anymore, I started thinking of marriage and having a happy home when I entered this relationship. I'm obsessed with marriage because my two older sisters had broken marriages, which upset my parents. When I dated this guy, I expected to tie the knot with him. He was ambitious, smart, hardworking, and thought ahead, although his family is not rich. However, after a year of dating, he didn't love me anymore. He hurt me many times by flirting with other girls, ignored me when I was sick, left me for months, and then came back. My mind told me to end this toxic relationship. I reached out to my friends for advice, but immediately ignored them when he tried to make me stay. I know I'm stupid, but I still held on to it. I've tried to save this relationship many times, even though I know that I deserved better. I'm stressed out about many things, from my career to love and friendship. When someone leaves, I fall into the deepest state of depression. Grief makes me exhausted, and I struggle to concentrate. A broken heart also affected my work. I feel terrible right now. I can't sleep or eat, and sometimes I'm drowning in negative thoughts. I can burst into tears at any time. I can't control my feelings. I don't know how to overcome this pain. I'm not brave enough to let things go, to live and work somewhere else. How can I escape this painful situation? It's suffocating me. My in-laws would only lend us money if their names were on the title deed. My husband and I live in Ho Chi Minh City, and both of our parents live in the countryside. After a lot of discussions and saving some money, we decided that we had had enough of renting and would buy a house. When we bought the house, we asked my parents-in-law to lend us the certificate of land use rights as a collateral to borrow money, which we will pay back within 2 years. My husband and I both have high incomes, and we can save $15 or more every month. Everything went well, but when we closed on the house, my in-laws demanded that the house be in their names, saying that they would refuse to lend us otherwise. As a daughter-in-law, I was not consulted, and my in-laws only discussed this with my husband, who agreed. Considering that this is our first property and both my husband and I contributed to the house, I want us to be responsible for ourselves to avoid the worst-case scenario in which we got divorced, and there could be dispute. After sharing my thoughts, my husband called me calculating and petty. He told me that I should be considering his parents as mine, and that I should focus on securing the loan instead of worrying about whose name the house is in. I disagreed, telling him I'd rather continue renting than get a loan from his parents under this condition. I'm wondering if anyone has been in the same situation as me. If so, can you share some advice on how to solve this peacefully? Many thanks. Am I demanding too much of my mother-in-law? I'm 27, my husband is 35. We dated for 1 year, and then got married because of an unexpected pregnancy. After marriage, I've been living with my parents-in-law. After giving birth, I reduced my workload to take care of my child, so my income dropped by half to VND 10 million, $423. My husband's monthly salary is also $423. We contribute VND 4 million, $169, to general household expenses together, mostly via bills every month. But this amount seems not to be sufficient in the big city. My brother and sister-in-law work in another city. They have high incomes but don't help out our household. My father-in-law receives a pension but doesn't share it with my mother-in-law. He also keeps any income they make off their rentals. My mother-in-law is 70 years old but still in good health, and she stays physically and socially active. My father-in-law is weak, though, and so he lets his wife handle everything for many years. I hope that she can take care of my baby for another 1 or 2 years because I need to study further to raise my income. She gives time for her grandchild but prioritizes other things more than taking care of my child, such as going out with friends. We expect her to stay home for another 1 or 2 more years, then we will send our baby to daycare. But she and I have started to argue a lot about this. She said that we were demanding too much and being disrespectful. Recently, she was so angry that she ignored her grandchild, and I was upset about that, so I ignored her. My mother advised me to remain patient because my mother-in-law is quite kind, caring, and communicative. It's always us that start an argument with her. For example, we asked her why she goes out too much, and why she does so many nonsense things. She's never started an argument with us. Since giving birth, she has helped me with laundry and cooking. After she got angry, I think maybe I've demanded her too much. I intend to contribute more to our household expenses and have decided not to interfere with her personal stuff. I want to have a happy atmosphere at home for my child. Have I demanded too much of my mother-in-law? Is it wrong that I'm often grumpy with her? Should I change anything to avoid conflicts in the future? Or should we find another place to stay? I have a good husband, but I'm always irritated with him. My husband and I have been married for 2 years. We haven't had children. Both of us have stable jobs. Our salaries are enough for daily expenses and some small savings. My husband's parents died early. I don't live with my parents, and they have enough income to not need too much financial help from me. My husband is a good man. He's always supportive of me and shares the housework. When he goes out drinking with his friends, he always tries to come home early. Our marriage life is stable. However, I always feel a sense of irritation. When my husband does something wrong, however small, I have the urge to scold him, and even the urge to break stuff in the house. At first he tried to soothe me, but gradually he's begun to just leave me alone whenever I get irritated. I know that I need to manage my emotions better, but I don't know how. I also get sad because he no longer makes an effort to soothe me. I wonder if I have mental health problems. I look forward to your advice, readers. Can marriage be happy without having kids? I've been on medication for a chronic disease for 8 years, but the situation hasn't got better. My doctor has advised me that because of my condition, I should not have children at this time. I'm 26, my husband is 27. We've known each other for 3 years, lived together for 2 years, and we've been married for 6 months. We're not rich, but we're a happy couple and have some savings. Our parents live in the countryside and they want grandchildren soon. We also love children and want to have a child. However, my husband understands my health condition. He often says that children are a gift from God, and it's fine if we don't get to receive that gift. We can work, then travel together after retirement and take care of each other when we're sick. I always feel insecure because I'm not able to be a mother. And even if my condition gets better, I might be too old to have a baby by that point. I'm worried that without a child, our marriage will be affected, and if my parents-in-law can't sympathize, we'll end up in conflict. What should we do to maintain a happy marriage without children? I want to break up with my girlfriend as I can't be a breadwinner. I'm 31 years old and an office worker. My monthly pay is $512, but I also make a few extra million VND each month from side jobs. I have a simple life and have a few close friends that I enjoy playing chess with. I also don't smoke or consume alcohol. I'm constantly working to get better. My girlfriend is 29. After 2 years of dating, both of our families want us to get married. But I still have a lot of worries. My girlfriend is a lady of strong character. She excels at running a business and dealing with clients. She prefers to keep her business challenges to herself and avoids discussing them with me. She seldom ever talks to me about her business issues. When I share the difficulties in my life with her, she rarely listens or gives any opinion. She thinks I am not focused on solving problems and that I am not brave or decisive enough. When I ask her about her views on marriage, she says that men should be the breadwinner in the family, that men should focus on economic development in the family and the children's education, and that men should be nice to the parents on both sides. She says that if her marriage is not happy, she will get a divorce. 2 months ago, I learned from a friend that she just bought an apartment that cost nearly VND $3 billion. The friend said that my girlfriend wondered whether she should love a less competent person than her while she worked so hard to get an apartment before she was 30 years old. Hearing that makes me feel very self-conscious and affects my confidence. I am thinking of breaking up with her. I hope you can give me some advice, dear readers. Write in the comments what you think about these stories. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like it. Also put a bell so you don't miss new videos. See you soon.